tea time, and we're going to talk about my latest shopping experience. Now, I not the type of shopping, this type of shopping. So you should be seeing an image of what are the canned food which I just bought, and I generally do not like to eat canned food. So why did I go and buy this? Now, to give you some context, we have to actually turn the clock back a little, like 2 months ago. So 2 months ago, it was a drought season over here. We had water rationing. So it's like one day you'll have water supply, the next day you won't have water supply. It's just in my state, my parents' state, they have water every day. When I went back and visit them, it's like there's nothing. But I'm not sure what's going on in my state. Maybe they are doing some repairs. I mean, I've been told sometimes they are doing some maintenance work. Sometimes they are doing I don't know what outside my housing area. They have work in progress of digging. Not sure they are doing some piping work or sewage work or whatever. But all I know is my water supply is interrupted. So I did actually stock up like 1 week of supply of drinking water. So yeah, if there's the situation worsens, at least I have some water. So I'm going to share with you what I felt after I stock up water, and especially after this trip to the supermarket, after I stock up some canned food. Even though I really don't like to eat this type of canned food, I prefer to eat fresh, whole foods. Right, so immediately once I bought it, because before this I was a little concerned. I wouldn't say I'm worried. Worried is not the word here. I was a little concerned about the supply line disruptions and all the type of nonsense is going on. Like my friends who are in business, my friends and families who are in business, they already told like some raw materials, some of the normal supplies which they need for their business, there's supply disruption. Some prices have already risen. Some they can only take it on allocation basis, means you can't just place an order for whatever quantity you normally take. You have to take what they allow you to buy. So when this kind of stuff start to happen, then like on a personal level, I just want to do all of my shopping, have some emergency food and water and stuff, whatever I normally use. Just stock up in my house 1 month supply, and I do not need to think about it anymore, and I can go and do what I normally do, have a normal life. No need to go and think about all of this stuff. So yeah, I guess before this, when like 2 weeks ago, when I keep thinking I should stock up some food, that part of the thought, it just keep weighing down my mental space. So after getting it out of the way, I'm like, okay, now that's another one stuff which I can cross off my to-do list. Now I can focus on what I'm gonna do for the next 1 week, what I'm gonna do for the next 1 month, and my plans for the next few months. I mean for the entire year. So those things can proceed. So if you are a person who is a little concerned about the current situation, I'll just say, go out and buy whatever you think you need and just be done with it. Then you can use your mind for something else. And what I'm going to do for something which is upcoming is, I'm in the middle of just a little. Actually, I'm quite thirsty. I'm actually in the middle of creating a course, a product which shows anyone who is interested in some side hustling, some generating some extra revenue. Actually, this somehow fits in the theme of the video I'm recording now, which is to survive and thrive in uncertain times. So I'll say uncertain times has been since 2012. it's where I started to feel back then, I believe, if you are around my age, 20 or 30, 40, you have been raised to believe go to school, get good grades, and get a good job and work for the company until you retire, and that's life. But I don't think that type of economy exists anymore. Now it's all like, we call it the gig economy. Everything is skill based, everything is result based, delivery based. You do not get really paid to show up for work. People nowadays, it's more paid on results. So the good news, there's good news and bad news. The bad news is if you are a person who can't really contribute, you have no skills, monetizable skills. If you do not have skills which you can add value to businesses or the marketplace, then you'll be in trouble. But if you have some skills that you can help to improve somebody else's life, you can help to improve a business process. Like I just hired my friend to do my video editing 2 weeks ago. So that's one less thing I need to do so I can spend more time doing other stuff. Alright, so that is what I call the gig economy, and in this gig economy, it's good to have 1 or 2 skills which you can turn into extra income. We call it side hustling, where you keep your normal job but you do something on the side. Okay, some people call it part-time, whatever it is. Part-time is more like you are seeking a job, you trade your time for money. So it's like a fixed kind of deal. But side hustling, usually are paid for results. Like I pay my video editor expecting I get this amount of videos every month, and it's up to me to have videos for him to edit. Then yeah, so this new product which I'm working on is about, it's not about video editing. I think that is not very beginner friendly, it's not very newcomer friendly. You need some skills. I'm coming up with a course about selling graphic design, even if you are not a graphic designer. Now at this time it's not ready yet, but if you are interested, the link will be in the description below, and who knows, by the time you're watching this video it might already be available. Now I'm not sure about the price, but it's going to be very, very cheap. It's going to be a no-brainer. The goal is just to help people to get started, learn 1 or 2 skills which you can start your side hustling gig. Alright, and I think that's all for this video. Thanks for watching.